Then we're going to be talking about some Ubisoft stuff, mainly for the fact that when Assassin's Creed Shadows came out and when Star Wars Outlaws came out, everybody from the certain crowd of group that most people will know what I'm talking about said that those games are massive successes, nothing failed, yet ever since the Ubisoft studio split, and now we're seeing layoffs left and right. If any of those games were really so successful as they were claiming it to be at the time, this wouldn't be happening. You usually don't fire people that are doing a good job. So we have some incoming layoffs from Massive Entertainment, which is a studio behind a couple of games, but most recently the Avatar game that Ubisoft did and Star Wars Outlaws. And it reads, as part of our ongoing evolution and long-term planning, we have recently realigned our teams and resources to strengthen our roadmap, ensuring our continued focus on the Division franchise and the technologies including Snowdrop and Ubisoft Connect that power our games. To support this transition responsibly, we introduced a voluntary career transition program, giving eligible team members the opportunity to take their next career steps on their own terms, supported by a comprehensive package that includes financial and career assistance. Massive Entertainment remains fully committed to our roadmap and to creating great experiences for players around the world, including the Division 2, the Division 2 Survivors, the Division Resurgence, and the Division 3. These projects continue with strength, focus, and ambition, and we look forward to sharing more in the future. And they wouldn't have needed to reorganize or anything like that if they've done what Ubisoft hasn't done in a long time: make good games. Last good game that they produced, which is not for everyone obviously since it's a racing game, honestly is Crew Motorfest. It's a good game if you enjoy racing games. To those people that don't, well, it's not for them. But speaking of Ubisoft, we all know, as mentioned in previous videos and so on, that Assassin's Creed previous lead, got fired. At first it was framed as if he left willingly to pursue other things, but we all know it's just corporate speak for we're firing you without reputational losses to either the company or the person. But there's a snippet in an article which said person was talking about, and it says, Assassin's Creed has given me everything: unforgettable projects, extraordinary colleagues, and the chance to grow alongside a studio that earned its wings through this franchise. I've also been humbled by fans around the world who shared how our games made them feel seen, inspired, or curious about the past. Those moments reminded me of the true power of what we create together. And there is in that line how the games made them feel seen. That right there is all I need to know, that the previous Assassin's Creed lead was more concerned about making people be seen from any group of people or anything rather than per se making a good game. As a lead of a project, you shouldn't be really worried, at least the gaming project, about how people are being seen in the real world, since it's fictional content. Although with Assassin's Creed Shadows, Ubisoft never could decide whether it's fictional or historical, but that's another point. And point being is, you should be worried about making a good game. If it fits into your game world, this certain group of people, then that's good. But if it isn't, you shouldn't be worried about how a black man looks and be seen in a Japanese setting. Let's just be honest. There weren't that many. They could have done just about any Japanese man in the history to play the male part. But that topic's been lifted and talked about for so much, I'm not gonna get into it right now. But the thing is, he failed as a lead. He cost company the money. because he couldn't produce a game that was worth anything really. And all the articles that said is the best selling, the best whatnot, well, there you have proof. They stopped sharing their numbers, and well, they're getting layoffs. As the lead of Assassin's Creed also got laid off. You don't fire your lead people unless they're doing a bad job. This is all the proof one needs. And that's what I'll leave it off for this video. I'll see y'all next time.